Hey, going back to your time in New York, man. Oh, did you actually, when they drafted you with all the success you had early in your career with the Giants, did you, feel like that would be a place that you would play your entire career at? Or at what moment did you feel like your time could be done there in New York?
I'm okay. Two-part question. I'm gonna tell you, I never thought I would play for another team besides the Giants. I never wanted to win a championship for anybody more than the Giants, bro. It just was such a legendary place. I was very proud to be a part of that organization. Everything. I'm gonna tell you where I ran into trouble. It was when I felt like we had the pieces. We know that Eli is a little older. I've been here now. I've given you 2 seasons. I've shown you like I'm capable of. I can hoop. And I felt like they never put people around Eli. And I know I got a lot of shit, and they said I talk bad on Eli, and I never once said a bad thing. If anything, I speak the truth. The only thing I could look back on and be like, man, I regret saying is that he's not the same player, even though it's the truth. If they would have built around him, knowing okay, he's obviously not running anymore, but he's not trying to. He's 40. He's 39. He's not trying to get hit. No, Tom Brady is not taking sacks, is he? If they're coming for him, all right, I'm gonna give this play up. It bothered me because I felt like they never built around him, and we just kept drafting, but we were just drafting, not like building an organization and a franchise. And my frustrations grew because it was another 5-11 and 5-11, and we were just never good. Even the year that we were 11-5, the defense was holding teams to 10 points a game. Like
Right.
we were only
Yeah.
good because of the defense. My frustration grew when I felt like they weren't growing, and I had wanted more. Now I'm ready. Like I wanted to be in a championship, and uh, it just was very tough for me to be in an organization where I felt like it was. And then from then on, I felt like I always had to watch my words because anytime I say something, it's a big ordeal. When really I'm just speaking like in a truthful, like when Kanye was like, I'm on TV talking like it's just me and you. Like that's how I speak that way. I know there's politics. I try not to be too involved in that. But I ran into that problem, bro, when I felt that they weren't growing and evolving as an organization. And I wasn't winning. Like I hated losing that bad. Great. I was having great seasons. I hated losing. I hated it. I hated it. And I feel like that was where I ran into the problems. And then, I feel like at the end of my career, I'll be able to tell everybody, the real truth of all the shit. Like I'll come out and tell everybody everything.
Right.
But for the meantime, I feel like it just saves me drama when I don't speak on it too much. But that was really it for me, bro. I used to text Eli all the time, bro. You're 7th on the list for greatest of all time. Like, let's fucking do it. I would come to work every day. I'm giving him everything I had, everything. And then I felt like when I was the one pushing, I wanted that more for someone else than the people around him, or even maybe not even himself, because I'm sure he wanted it, but it just felt like I was coming to the end of a road and I was pushing for something that wasn't really tangible, bro. And that was where like it all had kind of just went haywire for me. We got a new coach in there. And I feel like that's a situation I could be honest about now because people have come out and it's like anonymous coaches when we really know who it was. But I felt betrayed in a sense. Like this coach had tried to turn me against my brothers and my people, and was telling the young guys to stay away from me because I'm not a good person or not a good team or a role model or this and that. When it's like, bro, I used to buy beds for my teammates. Not like this makes me a good teammate. I used to, if I could get a backpack for free, I'm getting 120 bags sent. I'm getting
Man, that
200
makes you a
headphones
great
sent.
teammate. No
Bro,
question.
I would cut the music on in the locker room. I have the videos to this day. Someone sent them to me of the whole. We're 4-12, but the whole team in there, we dancing, doing the electric slide. Like that was what I wanted. I came, Pat. I remember. I can't think of his first name, but he was a linebacker there for us, Baker. He was
Baker.
Mike linebacker, man. I remember he was there. It was I think you had just left, bro. I
Yeah, I
can't
can't
remember.
think of. Oh, you
Anyway,
talking about Ryan
Ryan.
Baker. Ryan Baker.
Yes.
Number 22.
The energy when I first came, as you talked about Isidore Newman, man, this was an all-white school, like a school, not to say that like I didn't fit in, but I'm a chameleon. So when I got to LSU and I was around brothers and I was around this love and the way that Russell Shepard showed me love, he showed me how to, yo, you need the car? Like, here's the key. Like, we take care of each other. And I got there. The hardest thing for me about going to the NFL was when I realized that it wasn't necessarily like that. You know, people had
Everybody got different
families. You know,
agendas.
people have kids.
Yeah.
Soon as practice and all this, I'd have spent the whole day with you. I'm not going to hang out after.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing for me, bro. Is to be a part of something like. So that's where some of the misunderstanding comes from. Is like, bro, I came from LSU. My favorite year was my freshman year. We was 13-0, and I was catching 8-yard stop routes, 6 of them a game, and I was happy.
Right.
I was happy. I was elated. I remember I couldn't wait till the game was over. Like, man, where are we going? Let's go celebrate.
Right.
Like, so that's just always been tough for me, man. I know I did an interview, and I've watched it over and over again, and I felt like there's politics in this world, and I feel like I've always tried to play it, but I've always still remained myself, which is like I'm gonna speak a bit of the truth, whether people like it or not. Like, that's just me. Either you're gonna respect me for it or you're gonna slander me for it, and
Right.
I can live with either one. So that's really just where I'm at in life, man. I never would have seen myself playing for an organization except the Giants ever in my life. I could have never imagined it. And being traded, left a bad scar in my mouth. And I remember coming out with comments saying, they sent me to Cleveland to die, and how excited I was about the opportunity there to reestablish myself and my legacy in a place that hasn't won, and be able to be a part of something special. Would have spoke more volume to winning a championship there than it would anywhere else. So those are the things that cross my mind, man. And again, like I say, I feel like I can't tell the world the real deal truth.
Right.
Like you want to know what's up? Like, I'll tell you. Let's sit down, have some wine. Let me tell you, without being politically correct,
Right.
what was going on. And one day, I will do that, and it'll be great. But for the time being, man, I kind of have to play a game, where, Pat, anything that I say or do is just getting.
They gonna blow it up.
Yeah,
They gonna blow it up.
whether it's the truth, whether I said something wrong, whether it just it's tough for me, man. So I try and I found myself trying to walk a thin line. And again, I was just telling somebody this other day. I feel like because of the man and the person that I am, I'm exactly where I'm at today because of it. An ankle surgery, a knee, the hernia. I came back 4 weeks too early from my ankle when it happened because we lost the first game against Dallas, and I'm looking like I'm young. I'm looking like it's over with. If I don't get back and can win some of these games, like we're not gonna make the playoffs. None of that. Not thinking about my health, my personal career.
Yeah.
I just came back early. It's for my people. I get injured. Play through a whole sports hernia last year where I had to go against Pat, which I need my wheels and another wheel. I remember rookie year. I'm hurt with it's week 2. Pat's in town. I wanted him more than I wanted Sherm, because he was the one who I looked up to. He was like he brought that to LSU. He brought 7 to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he brought that legacy to there. So I wanted him. I didn't get to see him my rookie year. I go against him last year. I'm not at 1,000, and I'm going against him, and he's just better. Like, I need all of me to be able, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but hey, remember that one stop right there? I don't know if you remember. I was like, man, you all right?
Yeah, I'm like, man, no, I'm not all right. Like, I'm not, bro, but I'm gonna give you everything I have, bro. So it's funny to say this, but because of who I am, I'm in the exact position that I'm in. If I would have been someone who's more selfish and put me first, like everyone thinks I do, I feel like I might not have ever had an ankle surgery. I might not have ever had the hernia. Like, you get it. But yeah, bro, that's just really, that's kind of some of where I'm at in life, dealing with some of those things.